You guys call me a racer all the time, so I figured on my super slow car, what do I need that will like really help the speed of this car, like so that'll be faster and nobody will call me a racer anymore because I drive a Honda. So I went and bought brakes because that's gonna make my car faster, right? No, it's not? Oh. Well, either way, my new Stoptech brake kit came in, so that's what I'm gonna be installing today. Also, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to bleed your brakes using only this. Alright guys, so this is the brake kit that I bought. It comes with the sport pads. These have like low dust, pretty good performance for street driving, or like if you bring it to the track and stuff. Steel braided lines, so this will improve the pedal feel, and these also don't break. And then obviously it comes with the rotors. These are the best looking part of the entire thing. And inside, these things look so good. Look at that, guys. I got these slotted. I'm not a fan of drilled rotors. These things look absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see what they look like once they're on the car. So guys, first step is obviously going to be lifting up the car and then taking off the stock brakes. So let's do that. So it's basically just a standard brake job. I don't know how to do the lines, so I'm gonna have to figure that out after I remove the brakes. These screws are being a real pain, so I had to bust out the big boy. Hopefully they don't strip. It would help if I turned it on. Yo. What the hell? Alright guys, these things are being stubborn. They're just not coming out. I tried torching the rotor. I tried different drill bits. I tried big impact gun. Like I said, like you saw, it just broke the freaking drill bits. So I have no choice, but I'm going to have to drill these out. So I'm gonna do that right now. Alright, that's the first one out. It's on the drill bit. That's the other end. So now time for the other one. Alright guys, because I broke the drill bit in here, I had to bust out the angle grinder and cut into it so that I could remove it. It's finally out. Now, I'm gonna take off the stock rotors. Alright guys, here's the comparison. The stock next to the upgraded slotted Stoptech rotors. These look obviously way better. I think they're a little bit bigger. They look a tiny bit bigger. You can see all the hammer marks. I was trying to get that thing off. Yeah, well, I don't know why, but this one looks bigger for some reason. I think it's just an optical illusion because I just set them on top of each other and they're the exact same size. Anyways, let's go put this on the car and see how it looks. Wow, guys, that looks way better. This is a massive improvement over the stock. Alright guys, the next thing I have to do is install these braided lines, so I'm going to unbolt this and try to save as much fluid as I can because I'm going to be bleeding the brakes and I don't know if I have enough, so I'm going to be reusing whatever's in there, and yeah, so I'm going to save whatever comes out of here. Alright guys, remember when I said I wasn't going to spill any more brake fluid? Well, I'm afraid if I spill any more I might start drowning, so I went ahead trying to save as much as I can. The stock lines out. Now I'm putting in the braided lines. Alright guys, so I finally got everything hooked up. The brake pads are on, brake rotors obviously. I didn't put the bolts back because I obviously had to ruin them. That's fine because the lugs will hold it on. And then I got the steel lines on. Those are nice and tight. So now time to bleed the brakes. Alright, since I promised you guys I would show you how to do this, you basically put the tube onto here, onto the bleeder, And then you need a water bottle like this with a little breather valve in there, and you need the tube to be under the level. Then you go into the car and you basically just bleed the brakes. You just pump them up. And what you do is you basically repeat this process until this entire hose is completely filled and there's no more air in it. Also make sure to top off your fluid. Alright guys, brakes fully bled, everything is done, so I'm gonna throw the wheel back on and then I'm gonna do the other side. I won't show you that side. The next part of this video will be me driving. I'll give my review to see if I actually feel a difference or not.
1 hour later.
Alright guys, I'm now in the car after the brakes are done. I'm gonna take the car for a quick test drive. I bled the brakes, I did everything. Believe it or not, I actually had a huge problem when putting my wheel back on. I think the previous owner really messed up these wheel studs, so it was stripped. And it ended up stripping out basically my entire wheel stud when I tried to put the lug back on. And it led to a huge problem. I had to drill it out to get the wheel off, and then I had to replace the wheel studs. Huge problem, but that's over now. Right away, I don't really feel any difference. As you can hear, the rears they're worn out pretty bad. They're onto the metal. Break these in, I guess, give them just a little shakedown. So far, guys, car feels exactly the same. I think the pedal might be just a tad higher. That's because I have, oh wow. Okay, that felt really different. So as I was depressing the brakes, I think it's because of the steel lines. Normally I would have to kind of keep pressing them in as I'm slowing down, but right there it felt like I was pressing on something way more solid. Like the brake pedal felt way more solid when I was decelerating there. Yeah, the brake pedal feels way different. Very different feeling on the brake pedal. I think that's the steel lines. It just feels like so solid. It's honestly kind of weird. It's like you're biting more and more and more, and then you get to this spot in the pedal where it just stops and it doesn't want to go down anymore, because you can feel it just feels like you can feel when it's pressing together. Here, I'm gonna do like a 60 to 0, but I'm not gonna press it that hard. Still being nice to them. Yeah, it's so weird when you get to that spot. The brake pedal is also higher, but that's just a result of having new pads. It would do that with any new pads. Ooh, alright. Hello. My windshield's dirty. Ooh, that thing sounds so good. Make this light. It feels more grabby, but at the same time it feels like I said, because of the steel brake lines, instead of it wanting to go more and grab more, it kind of just, like, you get to this wall where you can feel where you're at the point where it's biting. If you press harder, it'll press them together harder, but I don't think the pedal will go much further down. All right, downhill, how does it feel? It's just that first little bit of the pedal is a little grabbier, and then you get to that wall and the pedal just stops there. The more you press it, the faster you'll stop, but it doesn't go any further down. Maybe it's just because I've never had steel lines. I like it better. Alright guys, I think that's where I'm going to end out today's video. Overall, super happy with the Stoptech brake kit, the rotors, pads, and the steel braided lines. For the front, I'd give it like a, I don't know, I'd say 10 out of 10 because like, I like it and they look sick and I don't have any complaints. The steel lines feel really cool. I've never had anything like that. They feel really different. And I haven't broken in the pads, but I heard that they're low dust and a lot of people like them, so I'm gonna keep it 10 out of 10. If anything happens, I'll update you guys in a future video, but I think that's where we're gonna end it today. So if you like the video, drop a like down below, comment what I should do next, subscribe for more content like this, and as always, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.